Guys, welcome back to the Chris Hughes Golf Channel. Today I'm going up to my local course. I'm playing a few holes. We're going to have a brutal Q&A, which I'm really not looking forward to. Clubs, trolley, putter, battery. That is all you need. Let's go. So I've arrived, guys, at the golf course in one piece. I don't know which battery. I've got two batteries. I don't know which one's got any charge. I'm just going to roll with this one. I haven't actually charged them overnight, but it's lucky because I'm actually only playing 4 holes. What I'm going to do is a 4-hole Q&A, a brutal Q&A. If I make a bogey or worse on one of the holes, I will answer a brutal question. We asked you to get some questions in on Masters Sunday just gone. So I've had nice questions, I've had brutal questions. So depending on my performance, that will reflect in the Q&A. If I obviously make a par or better, I can answer quite a nice question. But I'm going to get all set now. This isn't even because of COVID. I'm absolutely freezing on the golf course. You can't tell, but there's a bit of snow coming down in the air. It looks great though, it looks misty, I love it. But I am cold. So it's great to see everybody outside, look. First day of everything reopening. You can sit outside, have a sandwich, have a little toasty, bacon roll, whatever you want to play for with your friends and family. Get up to the golf course. Right guys, first hole of the 4-hole brutal Q&A is a par 4, 423 yards. It plays downhill, so it plays slightly shorter. There's a bunker in the middle, you just want to be over that. That's your line, realistically. So I'm going to fire a driver down, hopefully have a little wedge in, get the job done. Start strong. I've hit a bomb, but I've hit it up the left fairway. I've now got a tricky par save, let me tell you. That's going to play a little bit longer now. Meant to draw that, didn't quite get it executed right. But we move on, let's go. How bad are these questions then? Go on.
Bad.
Are they bad?
Yeah.
What, brutal?
Yeah.
Are they?
I sent one in as well.
You sent one in? That can't be good. I could go 4 straight pars. Let me tell you something, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If I do go 4 straight pars or better, then we're not going to like pretend I've shot a 5 because I've not. I'm fully accepting the fact that my golf was good this morning. I don't want to answer a brutal question. This is my ball down here. I've hit a bomb. I've hit a bomb left. The fairway is just over there. So I've missed the fairway by about 30 yards left. But I've got now 2 trees to execute. If you have a little look around here, I mean it's not a bad tee shot, but I can't play with any height, and I've got a ditch in front of the green, so now this plays very tricky. Just try and play it off my back foot. Get going, go. Tell you what, I'm greenside pin high. It wasn't the great execution, but it's got the job done. I've got a tricky up and down, not a lot of green to work with, so I'll try and get up and down for par. So I've just run it through the rocker right here, guys. If you're new to this course, right, a lot of members would have thought, or not non-members, sorry, would have thought, oh, maybe there was water running through there. You can't actually see it from up to the tee or up on the fairway, but it is just rockery. And here we are, this is the result. I don't really necessarily know what club exactly I want to hit. Mine's not probably made up. I've gone for a 58-degree wedge. I'm going to try and get it off the ground because it's a bit bumpy, so I don't want to run it too much through this rough. But the aim here, I almost want to pitch it just on the edge of the fringe and just let it feed out slightly. Exactly where I wanted. It's run on by this got about a 7-8 footer coming back for par. Interesting start. It's about 8-9 feet. It's got a little bit in it, bit of right to left, I believe. I've putted enough on these greens, I should know. Right, we're in for 6. Not a great start. That's a brutal question coming up. What you got for me? Hit me with it, Dan. Right, before we tee off for the second, brutal question number 1. The sun's come out for this, so let's hope it matches the question's mood. This is from _Ben Lang. Is this a question? Have you seen Kem's Todger? If so, elaborate. ... Answer that. Well, yeah, of course I've seen it. You got to remember, Ben. We were together for 8 weeks in Love Island, of course. We actually used to shower together, to be fair, just for company and whatever. Like you do, like you do in your sports teams and stuff, like as you do with like your football teams, or if you're in a rugby team, you all shower together. Lad banter. You have a lot of lad banter in a shower, but no, of course I've seen it. He used to describe his own one as like a little, not a little, but like a nice jelly baby. So let's just go with that. Pick your tee up. Pick your tee up. This is stroking next one. Oh baby, that's so pure. This is a tip I only worked on my driving properly like the other week after golf courses reopened with lockdown. And one of the tips my coach taught me, one day I'll do a vlog and we'll actually get a lesson because it will help other people, because everyone works on different things. Like I always talk about, there's so much mechanics to a golf swing. But what I do is the writing on my ball, so like the Callaway logo, I place it at the back of my tee. So that's like on the dimples at the back is the last, like on impact is the bit I would crush, the bit where my club head would hit the writing essentially. And that gives me something to focus on. So my front eye, my leading eye, which is my right eye, I've got that directly looking. Obviously I'm leaning slightly as well. I drop my left shoulder because I'm left-handed. And I've got my right eye, my front eye, hit the back of my ball, and it does not leave till impact, or even after impact. That front eye doesn't leave the back of my ball. I'm literally staring at a letter, like the C of the Callaway. And honestly, since I've been driving like that, like the consistency, the ball striking has just been so much better. Like there's obviously loads of different amendments to it, but no, I will get a lesson filmed one day and upload it to the channel. But that's like my simple tip to driving, because it helps keep my head balanced. It stops my head getting in front of my ball, which then brings my shoulders and my arms through too quickly, which then all sorts will go wrong. But I'm playing Sunningdale tomorrow, and I'm just so buzzing. I'm hitting my ball striking has improved since my first round back after lockdown. So that's the lake I was on about. If you miss right, obviously there's white stakes. Well, there's a white stake. So you've got traps either side of this fairway. To be fair, this is probably one of my best drives I've ever hit down this hole in my whole life, and I needed to. Once I realised the brutal questions were that brutal, I thought I need to hit them this far. I've got now, yardage wise, I think I said the hole was 4 from where the tee was. It was 426 it played. I've got 146 in. So about 280 that was. 280, no real wind. Yeah, no wind at all. I'm really happy with that. It's good golfing conditions. So I've got, yeah, 146 to the back of the pin now, which is going to be, I'm going to hit a pitching wedge. Plays again very ever so slightly downhill. I just want to hit a good one here. I need to just find the green. And I really like it. Oh my god. I played this hole. Just keep this one rolling. Keep this one rolling. This is stroke index 1. Let me talk to you now. I've played this hole as good as I've ever played it. I'm about to tap in for a birdie. I feel like I need to be redeemed. I've been working, like I just said, on a few lessons, like with my golf coach. I've had one lesson since lockdown, and it's more really just I want to feel more comfortable as a golfer, just standing over my ball, playing my shots, because I have the ability. I used to, especially. I used to stand over my ball and there'd be sometimes I feel really uncomfortable. Mentally that messes with me. I'm thinking I actually don't feel comfortable addressing my ball, where you should then walk away and then come back into it. Still, like sometimes I don't feel naturally comfortable, but then I've worked on that. It's more just having a more upright posture, get your shoulders back, get your chin up. Obviously, get the weight distributed in the right part of the feet. Just get on this, Dan. Have a little look at this. maybe 4 feet for birdie. But yeah, stroking next one. Be nice to roll this one in. It's been a while since I've made birdie on this hole. See if the putting's improved. I can't deal with my short game, my putting. I've knocked that 2 foot by. That would have been the most solid birdie I've ever made. Just don't even, I don't think about these. This is another part of my play. I step up to putts like this. I don't think about it. I don't really line it up. I'm just going to knock it in. Because you can actually spend too much time. I'm not a good enough putter to spend time over a putt and really kind of analyse it and walk into it and line it up, but that's a par. I'm happy with that. Stroke index 1, that was a hole I was worried about before I came here. So let's do a nice question. Oh, this is a great question. This is from Samuel Woodward 09. He said, if you could have any 3 holes in your garden from ones you've played, what would they be? That's an amazing question. Definitely the 18th at Wentworth. On the West course, it's unbelievable. I played it a few times in the BMW PJs. They're amazing. I played it in immaculate condition the Wednesday before the BMW Invitational, you know, the flagship European Tour event. Playing that on a Wednesday when the greens are running so smoothly. I just love everything about that par 5. I would have... Oh my God, that's a really tough... This is a really tough question. This is one I needed to prep.
Can I just say?
Go on.
One thing I always hear you say in this short time your channel's been going.
Go on.
17th Sawgrass.
No, that's one I'd want to play, but he said from holes I've played. I'm actually due. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in because I'm going to play it this year. I'm going out to do a bit of filming, and I'm going to film at Sawgrass. So I can't wait to play the 17th. I'm going to do a big vlog on that golf day, so you'll be able to watch that. But yeah, that was definitely going in there. But let me just think while I'm teeing this one up. I'll tell you the other answer. I've got 170 yard par 3 now. It's slightly into the wind. It's just picked up ever so slightly. I'm just trying to think in my head, amazing golf hole I've played. There'd be one at Sunningdale on the, there'd definitely be one at Sunningdale on the old course. Like I said, 170 to the pin. Slightly into the wind. I'm gonna hit a 7-iron. Oh, finish. Right, here we go. Par saver, about 20 feet. Never threatening the hole. That's going to be a bogey 4 on the par 3. Oh, another brutal question in my life. Right guys, bogey on that par 3 there. Not great, another brutal question. Is this the question?
Yeah.
From Liam Pryor. Who's the best? I can't answer. He says, who's the best bird you? Liam, I can't answer that. I cannot. They're all the girls I've been with are just fantastic. They're lovely, and I wouldn't like to comment on the ability in the bedroom. I also wouldn't like to fluff the egos of any girls I've previously been with. What a brutal question. Let me slide along. Is there any more? Did you check out Scarlett Moffat's bangers? Wait. From SD Yates 85. Mate, Scarlett's a good friend of mine, so no, I didn't. These are the answer to your question. She's a good friend of mine. She's a Geordie and I'm a Mackham, so she's a Newcastle fan, I'm a Sunderland fan. But we get on well. We just filmed a TV show together, which is obviously where the questions come from off the back of that. But no, she's a legend. She's good banter as well. Good girl, Scarlett is. No, I did not check out her bangers. So I've got 1 hole to play. Started on the first. I was there, had a nice little par putt, and I made a 6. So I made a double bogey. Should have made a birdie on the stroke index 1 second. Didn't, made a par. I've made a bogey there on the 3rd. Now we're on the 4th hole. It's uphill, about 450 yards. It's a par 4. Right, I don't want to answer any more brutal questions. This is going to be a par, if not a birdie, if not a hole out eagle, for about 140 yards. Let's see how we go here. Up the left. We're all right though. We're in shape. We're in shape. got about slightly into the wind, slightly uphill, about 140 to the pin. It's slightly uphill as well, and it's slightly into the wind. I might hit a firm pitch. It might fly out the rough, so I'm going to hit a firm pitching wedge. It's pretty good. It's going to be another par. I've got a birdie putt it. That's pretty good. This club is so reliable. Yeah, I just thought coming out of the rough then, it was going to maybe shoot a little bit different coming out of the fairway. Perfect, got to the green. It might be pin high, I might quite like this. You can't actually see because it slightly raised the green from the fairway. You can't exactly see where the ball finished, but like I said, I think it pitched short of the pin, so coming out the rough it might have just rolled on a couple of yards. It won't have gripped too much. We'll see. This has gone on a bit, look. Again, I'm stuck with another 25 footer. Let's get it done, come on. And then we'll answer the last question while propped up with a nice coffee in the clubhouse. How about that? A little hot chocolate. There we go. A little bit of right to left in this. I'm just going to get it done. Don't mind me, Danny. I'm going to get this one done. Little two putt, walk away, happy days. Sit down. Oh my god, this day doesn't get any. How is that rolled on there? These greens are quicker than when I played them last. Oh my days. Oh my days, I can't putt. I cannot putt. Again, like I said, there's no point in a man with my putting ability lining these up. Get straight up to it. Job done, baby. Come on. It's the relief of a man who doesn't want to answer a brutal question. That is the round complete. Right, let's go settle up. We'll answer another few nice questions which you guys have sent in while sat with a nice warm hot chocolate in the bar. So 4 holes are complete, guys. A brutal Q&A. First hole, double bogey. I answered the brutal question. Second hole, par. Third hole, bogey, and I finished with a par there on the 4th. Nice to get back in the clubhouse, get a lovely hot chocolate. Sun is shining. We had all sorts. We had snow at the start. Sun is shining, so it's a good question to finish on. A nice question, which I'm going to get now. This is from Mike Harris, 16. Thanks, Mike, for sending this in. If you could play a 4-ball with any past Sunderland players, who would it be and why? Straight away, you got to have Kevin Phillips in there, Mike. Club legend, 1999-2000 season, top scorer. And of course we had an unbelievable Premier League finish, our highest ever finish, so Kevin Phillips would definitely be in there. Cats would have to be in there, Lee Cattermole. I actually saw Lee Cattermole. He was caddying for George Honeyman in the Pro-Am down at Southport when I played in the British Masters Pro-Am that day, so I had a good catch up with them. Duncan Watmore plays a lot of golf. He plays at Close House. I've seen him a few times up at Close House playing a few games. Great question though, past and present Sunderland players. Let's answer some more questions as well. We've had this one come in from Michael_Warren. Favourite course you've ever played? What a great question. Favourite course I've ever played? I'm going to say purely for the basis that I scored my best ever round there, it would be Sunningdale Old Course. I absolutely love it. Like I mentioned earlier in the vlog, it's got one of my favourite holes in the 10th hole there at Sunningdale Old Course. It's just unbelievable. I love the course, it's always immaculate condition. It's between that and Wentworth West Course, to be fair. I've played abroad, I've played Portugal, Spain, I've been out to Dubai, I've played in the Middle East, I've played a load of different courses. But I think that just, like these British courses, I love them. They just trump them in my opinion, so yeah, definitely those two. On Par Nutrition, you've said, what's your biggest strengths and weaknesses on the golf course? As you can see from today, I think my biggest weakness is clearly my putting. I'm going to have to go and work on that. I think it's easy, you know, when you're getting into the game of golf, you think, okay, I've got to go to the range and just work on that. You know, when you go to the driving range, you don't work on your putting. You work on hitting drivers, hitting your wedges, hitting your irons. But I need lessons on a golf course. I've got about I think I've still got 400 minutes left on my golf with my golf coach, so I pay for a big package. So I'm going to have to get out on that putting green behind me and have a few lessons. But yeah, my putting is my biggest weakness, I think, and my biggest strength would be off the tee. On a good day, when I'm off the tee, you know, I'm pretty straight, I'm long, I'm quite accurate, if I do say so myself. So probably my driving would be my biggest strength, because when it all comes together, the rest of my game, it makes the rest of my game easier. Cheers, guys.